Hey guys, welcome back to another Sunday showcase. This week we're going to be reviewing the Ironroot Republic Promethean. These guys are out of Denison, Texas, and this is their higher proofed bourbon. They have another bourbon, and it's called Harbinger. We may try that on another day. But this week we're doing the Promethean. It is bottled at 103 proof, so it's going to be a little bit higher up there. And these guys have a 95% corn mash bill with 5% rye. There's 3 or 4 different types of corn in the mash bill. So that should create some interesting flavors, and the rye should give it that little bit of kick that should be an interesting bourbon regardless. So this is age statement of 16 months, which is relatively typical of a Texas bourbon because Texas has such high temperatures during the aging process. The distillers will normally end up losing a good portion of the distillate for the angel share through evaporation. So Texas is one where they'll usually try and keep the age statement under 2 years, or keep the aging under 2 years, to try and minimize that loss as much as they can. So they come up with other creative ways to try and age this. So let's crack it open and see what we got here. On the sticker here, it shows that this is batch number 3 with a date of April 2018. It also has the distiller signature here, but I can't make hide nor hair of that. So let's crack it open and see what this thing is all about. Of course it is. Oh look, it's got a little deal to pop it off of there. And this is also another feature that I feel like, it smells great, that a lot of the distillers are kind of moving to, is using this synthetic cork, which I feel like is an okay deal. It's always a pain when you have a bottle of something really fantastic and you end up breaking the cork off or getting cork pieces down into the bottle. So I can appreciate the synthetic cork. Well, it's definitely very corn forward. You definitely get that good sweet, almost it's like a almost like burnt sugar. It's not quite caramel. You get a little bit of worn leather, and almost something a little sweet in there, something a little bit fruity, and licorice. You're definitely getting some licorice in there. Yeah, some citrus fruits in there, which I think is kind of nice. Don't get a whole lot of the rye, which I guess for 5% that's probably about the norm. Let's get into it. So it does have a little bit of heat to it. Not too bad, but it is warm. You definitely get that corn and the oak age. You can definitely get that vanilla, toasted oak flavor. Don't get a whole lot of that. I'm really starting to get the licorice now that it's sat just for a few minutes. It doesn't transfer to the palate. I'm just getting a lot of the sweetness, a lot of the sugary caramel and vanilla flavors that you'll find in a good bourbon. And you get that almost a little hint of the chocolates. I really like that. Found that in a couple of bourbons that I really enjoy. That chocolate in there, which is always like a pleasant surprise. And you're definitely getting that leather and that licorice that you'll find. I think with the rye probably helps kind of kick that stuff off. All around a really good bourbon. I imagine that this, if you just let it sit for a minute, would probably lose a lot of the heat that you get probably fresh out of the bottle. Obviously, we're not going to sit here for 20 minutes while I let this rest, but I am going to let this rest and come back to it, because I always find that something that has a little bit more heat than I like will definitely mellow out just after a little bit of time in the glass. So, you know, don't give up on some of these hotter bourbons. Just let them sit and enjoy something that will definitely change in the aroma and in the taste. It's just great bourbon. So come on by. We'll have this to try at the store if you want to give it a shot. So. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff that people that do YouTube videos say. And we'll see you on the next one.